Good afternoon. Uh, my name is Joe Bamble, and I am the last Rosicrucian. Today we're going to do another Gaia Ascension update. Uh, this we're doing it because this time of year is so critical, especially as things are happening with Gaia's Ascension. Everything is coming into a crescendo. It's focusing, it's constricting, it's becoming, it's all coming to a head, if you will. Now, I hadn't thought of doing any more of these for a while, but I was doing my daily meditation, and I noticed a few things that really were noticeable to me, and I thought I'd simply share them, pass them on. One of the things is we're in a transitional period. A lot of us, in other words, there's definitely a shift that's coming with the incoming energies at the winter solstice. Uh, it's going to be a new game for a lot of people. And what's happening is we're kind of like putting a closure to the old stuff. In my own case, I've been invited. My oldest daughter, is going to be having twins in sometime in December, and she lives out in New York, upstate New York. I live in Minnesota. Okay, I'm going to be traveling to visit them and stay about 3 weeks with her to kind of help out. And the reason that I mention this is because the whole last 40 years of my life was there was a fork in the road, and that was when she was conceived. And that path that I took with getting married, with her as my first child, led me into the Air Force. It brought forth 3 other children, because I have 4 children, 3 daughters and 1 son. And 2 of those daughters are twins, fraternal twins. And all the blessings and troubles that I experienced through that. In other words, this soul, my oldest daughter, really had a powerful influence on my future life. My life that, how it unfolded for the next 40 years. And now, full circle, I find it kind of interesting that she's asking me to come out and help, which is a reconnection because we've been kind of separated. And it's her turn. She's already got 2 kids. She's having twins. There's 3 daughters, 1 son. And I can't help but think that, hey, there's a lot of karma going on here. There's a lot of full circle things happening. And this is a time for me to put closure, to do healing, to heal some wounds that have been unable to be healed for many years, dealing with all these things. And to do it, ironically, the schedule is that I will be heading back to Minnesota with my dog around the winter solstice. Before planning to get back just before Christmas, which would be on the winter solstice, because that is just before. So I may even find myself on the road somewhere between upstate New York and Minnesota during the winter solstice. I don't know that yet. But anyway, I'm using that as an example of a closure, a going for a full circle, and something new happening. And there is, speaking of something new happening, I am planning a new project for the beginning of the year, and I don't really want to get into it because of energy type of concerns or things like that. I want to do the closure before I do the beginning. So we'll just say that I got plans for the coming year, and we'll leave it at that for now. What else? Oh yes, I was talking about doing my meditation today. And it's a portal meditation, and if for all these people that have recognized what I mean by a portal meditation, then you may have done it. At one point I talk about the energy from source, the energy in the middle of the circle coming in, flooding in and going down into the core of the earth to form an energy ball at Earth's core. And a lot of times I use phrasing like a waterfall, like Niagara Falls, where the energy is just kind of going in and flowing in and filling up until the earth becomes completely filled. What's interesting is that in doing those energies this past week, the water imagery is no longer there, interestingly enough. Instead, it seems like I'm in the circle, I'm in the group meditation, and I'm reaching up, and it's almost like I'm grabbing onto a solid, glowing pillar or rod of energy. It's like it's solid. It's not like it's water or fluid anymore. It's like I'm just shoving a rod of energy down into the earth's core. And not only that, but it is piling up. It's solid. It's like tamping the earth solid. And I think that is very significant, because what it's saying is that the energy's transforming, it's changed, and it's more solid now than ever before. And what does that mean? For one thing, it means that the etheric realms and our ability to work in the etheric realms is becoming much more concrete, much more defined and established, as things become much more solid and powerful. And so what's happening is gradually myself and the other members of the circle who are doing the meditation with me are manifesting. We're crystallizing ourselves and our world, our environment, on the etheric level, which is incredibly powerful to do. We are establishing ourselves and our vision of a new earth on the etheric level, and it's solidifying. Now, I want to just say this as a comparison. Let's say there's all these new agey type light workers out there that they're saying, okay, let's do a meditation for global peace. Let's do a meditation for the resolution to the Russia-Ukraine war or the Israeli crisis that's going on. And they're sending out all this love and they're sending out all this energy and stuff like that. And compare that to what we are doing in the meditation, what I sense myself and other circle members doing in the meditation. I sense each one of us strengthening everybody within the circle, creating a safety space, and not only that, but creating a sphere of influence for each individual member there. And that they are a point of stability and reflect a point of stability for the new world that's currently exists. And even further, as we purge the toxic elements, the negative elements from the circle, from the center of the circle, we're only leaving what's beautiful. We're only leaving what's pure. And all of this other stuff is getting shoved out. So we're actually on the etheric planes, we're shoving this stuff out. We're doing the work. We're down there and we're saying, we're making a claim. We're saying this is our earth and we're going to have the type of earth that we want. And to do the metaphor, because I've been following the Russia-Ukraine conflict or whatever, we're digging in. Our circle and the individuals in our circle are digging in. We're solid, and we're solid together, and we're helping each other out, and we're digging in. We know the type of world that we want to live in. And this is not something where, okay, let's just send out a lot of love and stuff like that. This is way more focused. And because those meditations that I was talking about, where everybody's doing all these, they may be doing a heart meditation, they may be doing, bringing the light in and stuff like that and whatever. That's not down at the etheric level. I mean, they're good things, they're nice things, but what they are is they're happening here. They're working to affect the hearts and minds of the people in the world. And that's a good thing. But what these meditations, these oak portal meditations, these group meditations are doing is there's a group of people, my soul brothers and sisters, a soul group. And we are becoming very strong, and we're becoming very powerful, and we're becoming a force to be reckoned with. And we are digging in. And we are attracting each other. When I do that meditation, I'm reaching out to all these other brothers and sisters, and I'm drawing them to me with every bit of love and power that I have. And we are channeling the energy of Source in a very tremendous way. And what happens when you channel tremendous amounts of energy? The ability to repel and the ability to attract are magnified exponentially. That's what happens. Because the more current that flows through, the more attraction or repulsion. And so I guess what I'm saying is, this coming year, there's going to be a massive focus on that. I'm going to be having a massive focus in working with members of my own soul group, the members of this circle, who I reach out and hold hands with every time I do a meditation. And because of the attraction or repulsion, it's not a measure. This is not something that's saying, oh, I'd like to get everybody to join. I'd like to have everybody belong. No. This is, if you're attracted, you're going to be attracted more powerfully than ever. And if you're repelled, it's not right for you. Go find your own way. So what's happening is this transition is shifting off. Up to this point, I've been generically trying to put out a message to the world. I've been trying to give my insights, share what I think is true, share what's going on. And while there may still be doing that, the focus is shifting to my soul group. Not only to my soul group, but it's to the new earth that we are anchored in, that we're dug in. And we are like an immovable force at the etheric level. You could say we are Gaia's guardians. That's, but anyway, that's, so there's, to summarize what I'm saying here is we're in a transitionary point where there's a lot of closures happening and a lot of energetic, I've got this thing flipped off, a lot of closures. New things are coming in at the winter solstice. So I don't want to jump the gun on those, but just be thinking about the idea, this group meditations, these portal meditations. Are you being attracted to the message that I have? Or are you not? Are you indifferent to it? It's not really for you. You pay attention to these kind of things, because that attraction or repulsion is going to get stronger. And we are currently, and I say we as a group, as a soul group, we're in the process of manifesting our vision of a new earth right now. So I just thought I would share that. We'll talk later, okay?